I'll try very hard not to sniffle on the mic. Apologies if I do.
Sniffle.
I don't even have my tissue.
We're live, and Grif's gonna hear that when she.
That's fine. But that's not part of the thing.
Oh, it's playing on source quality.
Sniffle.
All right.
It's always on source quality, though.
Really? Whenever I load it up over there, it always says medium.
I wish I could change it. I'd totally change it.
All right. All right.
What?
All right.
What?
We're good. Let's see if we can do this.
You know, there's a report playback button. Maybe we should do that.
It's like we're sitting on a fucking sinking ship, hoping that it doesn't go down this time. All right.
Well, if its name's Titanic, we're fucked. I'm just saying.
All right. I tweeted out. I'm gonna play our intro. Here we go. Hi guys, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
And I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Grif.
And I'm Baka.
And we're back from PAX.
Woo!
I feel like it's been weeks.
Some of us are back from PAX.
Well, most of us are back from PAX. Hey, whatever. You're going to Disney in like a week or two. I don't hear
it's not
it.
PAX. I go to Disney.
Yeah, but it's okay. But then you go every year. You made your choice: Disney or PAX. Disney or PAX. You
I didn't make
Disney.
a choice. My wife makes it for me.
See, you chose to get married.
No, I'm fine. Find a gamer girl. That's what I gotta do. And my wife will let me have another one. Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't see Mrs. Tree being down with that idea.
No, I don't see her to be that way either.
I see her, making you sleep on the couch for like 3 weeks, for even suggesting it.
I see more of, hey, this is the way I talk now. After. That's what I think.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I just can't not imagine the
I'm
Rick and
Tree.
Morty thing with the dog and the little harness after his surgery. And they made it so that it can talk, and it's "Where's my balls, Summer? Where's my balls, Mrs. Tree?" We know where they're at. Don't worry. In the fridge next to the butter.
They were there.
Yeah.
Now they're
Thanks for
gone.
the butter.
Butter.
Is it easy to slide down that way? What the hell is the deal with that shit?
There was that's from a while back, and one of our other friends, he was dating a girl who made the joke that she owned his balls and they were in the fridge next to the butter. That's where she kept them.
Oh.
So yeah, that's weird. It's
Yep.
weird. No big deal. I just like to make things weird for fun.
Well, you know.
Welcome back, everybody. We've missed you all. Hi, chat. How's it going?
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Like 2 out of the 3 people or 4 people in chat right now are on vacation with us. Haven't seen you guys in forever. Miss you. Oh man.
I haven't seen y'all at all. Just saying.
You're
You've
seeing
seen
us now. You're seeing us now.
And then I love the fact Ivy's like, I put a picture on my profile, and it's like, it's like this huge car. Well, it's not a huge car, but it's a car, and then her like in the very background that is just as tiny
I
as
like
possible.
her style though. That's pretty stealth. It's like, yeah, there's a picture of me. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
Like
With her
10,000
Sebastian Bach pose, by the way. Go look at like 19.
What's wrong with Sebastian Bach?
Nothing's wrong with Sebastian
That's
Bach. I'm a
right.
big. He's got one of the greatest voices in rock and roll history. Thank you very much.
And I love him.
Yeah, I love him too. He's fantastic, except for the fact that like he's, I don't know, complete
Crazy?
douche. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, this is totally not gaming related, but seriously, what the fuck is with all of the 80s rock stars who are super cool being like super crazy? Ted Nugent, seriously? What is your deal anymore?
Well, he's crazy with guns, which makes him better.
I know. Like, it's just double crazy. Double dangerous crazy.
Let me shoot it. All right, woo!
Oh my god, sorry. Totally off track.
But just to bring that back to gaming related, he also shoots bows and arrows, and we play a lot of games with bows and arrows.
Oh, that connection.
Yeah,
That was awful.
that was awesome.
That was
Awesome
freaking
right there.
awful. Oh
I
my
think most of the
god.
rock stars out of the 80s were pretty crazy, so
Yeah.
it's
I
just
Well, in
think
his
it's not
case,
the drugs. It's got to be the drugs, right? Like,
Yeah.
in
there
his
were
case,
so many
it's 70s
drugs.
and 80s, so he was like 2
Yeah.
decades of crazy.
Like double whammy right there.
2 decades of crazy.
It's
They
gotta
should, that should be like his next tour, right?
2 decades.
Ted Nugent is 2 decades of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
This weekend at Madison Square Garden, or wherever the hell they play now. I don't even know where.
What's
I
cool?
don't-
We don't even know.
Yeah, he has to play at a bar because he might be able to fill Madison Square. I mean, he's kind of a well-known guy, right?
I don't know. How big? I mean, I don't know. We're getting into weird things about music that don't have anything to do with what we're supposed to be talking about. Supposed to be.
Writing a game called Cat Scratch Fever. You think he'll sue me?
Probably. Actually, it wouldn't be him. It would probably be the company that produced his album.
Oh, good point.
I had to guess. That was the whole deal with Trent Reznor and all of his stuff. That's why he finally parted ways with. Oh, I can't even remember what label he was on, but he fucking hated them.
He was on Epic, wasn't he?
I feel like it was. I feel like it was Epic, but I'm not sure.
Which is really weird that I actually have that information in my head because I really usually don't follow those things. But there we go.
I used to know all of that stuff, but it's been a long while.
Yeah. Well, you were kind of in the radio business, so it kind of makes sense for that.
It was my life, man.
It was my life.
One of those kids. Anyway, yeah, so we were at PAX, so I don't really think it's fair to ask what we were playing, because I know we're going to talk about it for a long time. So why don't we let you say what you played while we were gone, Oak, and then we'll talk about PAX for like 6 hours.
I did play some Division. The beta came out, and I got to play some of it. They basically gave you one mission, and then you could play with other people in the game and stuff like that. I played through the one mission part of it because I didn't really have time to go to the other part. I really like the mechanics of the game. I got to close a lot of doors. It was fantastic. Ooh. The car doors. They got up to it, and they closed the thing. And
the technology's still there. Good.
There's a little bit of a bump too. Like in your controller's got a little bit of a rattle to it. Like when you shut the door, you feel kind of the little boop when you do it. It's kind of nice.
The boop of doors.
It's kind of nice.
Super door opening realism.
There's some. Basically, the whole premise of the thing is you've had like some type of plague or something like that. That's
type of plague.
Like zombie apocalypse type thing, I guess. And basically, you do have quarantine areas that you have to watch out when you get in those areas because they can affect you. And then you have, of course, areas that you're trying to take over and kill people and stuff like that because it just kind of shows the mass chaos when you have an epidemic of some sort happen. You know what can happen in that area, and it's kind of nice to be playing the game and kind of feel like you're part of that world a little bit. So it's a cool game. Graphically, it is nowhere close to the quality that they showed. But now, granted, this is a beta. Nowhere close to the quality they showed at E3. 2 years ago now that they originally showed it. But
it's not that good.
But no, the graphics are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but they're nowhere close to what because they showed it. It was like a guy walking through the streets, right? But when it comes to the actual game itself, it's probably the better quality looking game that I've seen so far, and I think the finished product is going to even be more polished and look good. But it's not.
It's disappointing.
They're not going to get it up to that level, and the map is really cool, and the fact that the map does pop up around you, but the map does look different. They've changed some of the stuff with the HUD, but I think they've kind of streamlined the HUD a little bit and made it easier for most gamers that are out there. And it's pretty good though. I mean, the overall gameplay on it, it's to me, it's definitely a buy if you like that style of game. And to where you can work with other people and go through the game and play, or if you want to play by yourself.
How important is working with other people?
It depends on how far you get into the game, from what I understand. Like I only got through that first mission. It would have been a whole lot easier had I had other people with me. But I kind of like the challenge of being able to play through that mission by myself. It took me that particular mission that they give you is like, I think it took me 10 times to get one. You go into a laboratory at one part. It took me 10 times to get through that part, but it was just because they kept fucking bombarding you with people. And had I had 2 or 3 people, then one guy could be shooting over here and they'd go over there because the AI is a little intelligent. They kind of know where you are.
A little intelligent.
Yeah, like they work more like humans than other AI does. It's not one of those things where I can throw a fucking can on the other side and they go, "Ooh, what's that?" Walk over and I shoot them in the back of the head. It's not like that. It's that they see you. They all know where you're at, and so you try to be as stealthy as you can until you're ready to attack. There's some cool items that they've added and stuff, and but it's a good game. I recommend it. I think it comes out next month, March.
Yeah, I think it's March.
Yeah, so I definitely recommend it for people that are wanting to play it. I went ahead and pre-ordered so I could get through the beta, and I will be paying off that make sure that I can try to play it as quickly as I can, for everybody to see, because I think it's going to be really fun. And I imagine No Pants, I think he's really wanting to play the game, so it might be one of those things where No Pants and I are playing through the game together on stream. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, it's definitely a buy. And I think that's about it. I mean, I played some Ark. I got back into Dragon Age. I just went ahead and restarted. Went back and restarted because I couldn't remember how far I was in the game, anything like that. So started back over. What I've did is my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I didn't want to come downstairs, so I've got my PlayStation TV that's upstairs, and so I just put the Dragon Age disc in and went upstairs and played it on my upstairs television with it, and it's really fun. I forgot how much fun that game is, so I've got to get. I'm glad I've gotten back into that one too.
So I'm surprised she wasn't all like, "Get your ass downstairs. You've been playing this up here."
Which
We got
one?
kids.
Inquisition?
We were in our bedroom. Yeah,
Oh.
Inquisition.
Okay. Awesome.
Inquisition. Yeah,
Fantastic game.
well, I think maybe a quarter through the game before, and I really want to go through and play the game and enjoy it. And it's Ivy's fault. I'm blaming Ivy for this, by the way, because she always mentions Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh, I gotta go back and play Dragon Age, you know. And
To
so
be
it's kinda
fair, she talked about it a lot when we were at PAX too, and I was like, I really kind of am interested, but then I'm like, I really don't think that is my style of game.
We have
It's-
it. You could play it. It's
I know,
fantastic.
I want to, but
I tell you the part of it that I think you'll like, because you're a plot driven person like I am.
yes.
I think what you're gonna really like about the game is the fact that you have your main plot line and everything goes on, but you'll find like pieces of paper or whatever that you can read, and it'll tell you a story that's a myth that's part of that particular game. So like it might be.
That's why I would have the problem with it, is because it's too much like reading and listening.
Well, you don't have to though. But you don't have to do it.
But
Like,
not enough like murder.
oh, there's plenty of murder. Promise.
Yeah, Dragon Age is plenty of murder.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Except it's literally called murder, not killing mobs. You are murdering people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, I feel bad about killing this guy, but I have to.
Maybe you do.
Oh, you will too. Some of them you will.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to do that, but all right.
I didn't want to do that, but giant axe to the face. Then again, I'm also not the biggest for like sword swingers is what I usually call them. Anything that's like medieval and all that stuff, I'm not.
You said the same thing about Skyrim, to be fair.
Yeah, and I've played 6 hours of it and I have never been back.
Yet you
Like-
always say, I want to play more Skyrim. I need to play
You
more
wanna know why I
Skyrim.
wanna- you want to know the main reason why I want to play more Skyrim? Is because I love my husband in that game. I love him.
You just love all your husbands. You
I
just
do.
realize that. Like you love your real life husband.
No,
You
she
like-
I
doesn't.
sort of kind of like him.
No.
Well, okay, you sort of kind of like him, but she loves the ones in game.
Yes,
So
I do love my in-game husbands.
You know.
I even went
this is
back to Fallout.
4. Yep.
Yep. When I got back, I was like, I'm sick. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna play Fallout. So I was like, oh, my husband, I've missed you.
No.
The chicken's in the other room, like, what? We went on vacation together. I'm like, not you, not you.
Yeah, I get pushed to the side most of the time.
Let's talk about you. Let's talk about Hancock. Get out of here.
But that's about it. I think I did play Ark on stream last Sunday. I'll be going back to the Escapist this week, since y'all were out of town and everybody was kind of involved with. Oh my God, shoes! And
That guy's gonna die.
and everybody else that's involved. Oh, the bad part is like I logged in order to do the to switch over to Dragon Age, and just PlayStation 4, Xbox One, they don't really ever log you out of your game unless it's an online only game.
Right.
And so I pull it up, and my character's standing there next to Shoes, and Shoes has been beaten up. And I was like, I know I didn't beat up Shoes the last time we got on here, but okay.
So is it
fine.
moving real time where it's still
I don't
like
know.
playing in the background?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, he's gonna be dead when you log on. Then that motherfucker gonna die.
I don't know. It kind of scares me. I go back to prison, and the next thing I know, I'm dead. Got shanked.
Shank, shank, shank.
Shanked with the toothbrush.
But yeah, but that's we'll be doing that tonight. Now y'all can start on PAX, and I'll gladly listen for everything that's going on.
What are you?
I'm watching. I am like critically watching the upload right here. It dropped to red a little bit. No frames fell out, but it went down there.
Fell out. I'm just like imagining window frames falling out of the computer.
Well, I think of it like hitting a wave, and the water kind of comes up a little too high, and you're like, I
don't want to drown.
These are my frames. We're not losing any here. So that's I'm like just watching everything because
You can't have my frames.
exactly they're my frames. You stay the
That's
fuck
like
out of them.
food. My delicious frames. Get back.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So far, we have not dropped any yet. Knock on wood.
Okay, so here's my question. Y'all went to PAX.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay. All right. Expectations going in before you ever got there. They high or low? What were they?
They were high. I miss you too, no pants. Here's my heart for you. And I'm wearing one of the shirts that you and Ivy got me. Can't see it, but I am. I went in
I got my
thinking,
ships over here.
it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, okay, there's a lot of people crowded into, a small space, and it's gonna be unpleasant and hot, and it's gonna be a lot of like looking at everything on the expo floor. Oh man, that's so wrong. I learned so fucking much. By the way, there were a lot of people. It was never hot. I regretted not taking a jacket one of the days. I'm like, why are there like a bajillion people in here and it's still like 60 fucking degrees? How is this air conditioner possible?
Because, well, to be fair, PAX South is not as big as like some of the other ones. Like if we were
there's
at,
still a lot of people and they had that air conditioner like cranked.
yeah, but in comparison to like the San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, or like some of the really big conventions and things like that, yeah, that's not a whole lot of people.
Well, and also to be fair, Grif, I've seen it be 95 degrees outside and you still wear a jacket.
Okay, but it wasn't just me. Like, Ivy ran into the same problem. Red was freezing at one point. It wasn't just me. It wasn't like my level of cold. It was everybody's generally accepted level of cold.
I love how you use Ivy and Red as like test subjects on that. Of course, actually,
The
if
other two
Red's
ladies
cold,
that were with us.
yeah. But if like Red in
So
Red's
basically,
case,
the women were cold, the men were not.
that's
Yeah,
right.
pretty much.
That's what I got out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, regardless, I got there and like, cause this was our first big thing to go to like this, and I was like, yeah, it's probably just gonna be a lot of mealing around and whatnot. And I went to so many panels, I learned so much, and got to talk to important people, which was really cool. It was crazy. There was not a whole lot of tweeting the first couple of days, and I still didn't do a whole lot of tweeting while we were there because I was just like so overwhelmed with this new experience, like a sensory overload a little bit, and I was like, I just gotta go see things and touch things and do things and all this stuff. What did you guys, how did you guys feel about it?
Oh, it was fucking awesome.
I enjoyed it. Like, granted, like I hopped into the Dreadnought game like multiple times to go play that one.
Baka, let me tell you about Baka here, okay? He has a bum knee, so he always has his walking stick, and he wore his wizard hat the whole time. Okay, so you'd think he'd be easy to keep up with, because he's slower than the rest of us because of his bum knee, and he's easy to see, right? No. Like, we're like, 2 seconds, we turned around to see what we were all gonna, like, confer what we were gonna do, turn around, Baka's fucking gone. We can't find him.
I saw
for
something
hours.
shiny and I went after it.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
fucking
he,
dropped
like,
a smoke
never
pellet
said-
and just disappeared. Just like,
Yeah, he
boom.
was never like, I'm gonna go look at this, guys, I'll be back. He just disappears, and you'd think, like, with the hat, you'd think it'd be easy to see him in the crowd. Mm-mm. He's a fucking ninja. He's a wizard ninja.
Baka, I've got a question for you on this too, because now you go to conventions a lot of times. So have you ever been to PAX South before? Or is this your first time?
No, this is my first time at PAX South.
How does it compare to other things?
Well,
like-
the only other one I've really gone to is I've gone to A-Kon multiple times, which
Okay.
is an anime convention up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay, well, organization-wise and everything else, how would you compare?
It's kind of similar. I mean, like I know, like the first time I went to A-Kon, I was really confused where anything was. I could not figure out where a lot of the panels and things were, things like that. The first year, I really had a hard time getting around with it, and then once you kind of go to like one or two, then you go, okay, cool, I can start figuring out where things are a little bit easier and kind of manage my time a little bit better.
Time management, so important.
Mhm.
Yeah, like if you're wanting to go to certain panels, you have to kind of keep track of that, because if you start going through the expo, or you start going through like anywhere really, and just getting sidetracked by all the neat stuff, like I will get lost for hours within like the
expo floor.
Yeah, or like at A-Kon, I could easily roam around for hours looking at everything at the dealer's room, all the different art, the toys, the
There
books,
was a whole lot to
games.
look at.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's nothing compared to A-Kon's dealer's room. Like, the A-Kon dealer room is like 2 of those side by side.
Dear Lord.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
It was a good starting place for us, though.
Yeah.
That is definitely a good experience. The thing with like PAX South is because it hasn't been around very long, it's not as big yet. So that's really a nice, like if you've never gone to a convention or something, that'd be a really nice one to kind of go and kind of get an idea of how everything
A nice
kinda-
jumping in point.
Y'all
Yeah.
might know the answer to this one because y'all hung out with them while you were there. If not, then they can answer in the chat. Compared to PAX East, how did Ivy and No Pants feel about it? Because they went to PAX East last year, right?
That's definitely a question for them to answer because
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was something y'all discussed while you were there.
we kind of did, but some of the discussions that we've had have gotten fuzzy for me because I got the PAX plague while we were still there, so I've been kind of icky. And
That's why you should have drank more alcohol. It kills everything.
Dude, I did drink a lot of alcohol. Red was super nice and did basically bartending like the first full day we were there. We went to the zoo, and after we were done with the zoo, he's like, let's swing by the liquor store, drop $200 on liquor and mixers so that he could make us like super premium drinks all weekend. It was great. Thanks, Red. You're the best. I love you. He's not even here.
I
He's
actually
never
drank
around.
once there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, Baka never drinks, and he did. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
I found some sake I like.
I blame Ivy.
He also drank at the Dreadnought party.
She's a bad influence.
Yeah, he drank at the Dreadnought party.
Wow.
It's crazy, yeah. We should
Yep.
probably talk about Dreadnought since we spent so much time there.
Did you know I want a
Oh my
keyboard
God, I
for
love
it?
that game.
Did you know I want a keyboard for it?
Okay, why don't we start off with what Dreadnought is for those
No.
that haven't
Okay,
seen it yet?
Hold on. Before you start on that, let me tell you from somebody that has not seen the game, the trailer, what I'm looking at, and then you all explain to me what I'm looking at. Will that work?
I haven't seen the
else-
trailer.
I
I
haven't
just played
seen the
the
trailer.
Well,
game.
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to look at from the trailer standpoint.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It looks like this epic spaceship battle, essentially.
Mhm.
It doesn't tell you a lot about the game other than the fact that you got these spaceships, and like the first trailer that they show you makes it look really cool because you got like these little bitty ships that come in, and all of a sudden this big fucking massive thing comes in and squishes them. They blow
That
up,
must be the Dreadnought.
and yeah, and then
The Dreadnought
but
and
the
the
second one I
Vets.
watched so gameplay, and it just looks like a bunch of battles and ships going on. And then when I read a little bit, it said that there's a as you go through the game, you can change your ship, modify your ship, and build and do all that type of stuff. So that's what I'm looking at. But I really want to know how the gameplay works and everything else, which is why, like, because if these people look at the actual trailer, then I want to know from y'all what it is because they're going to see what I see, but you all actually got to play the game. That's the reason I want to go. So
The
go ahead.
gameplay was so good. I mean,
Yeah, it's 5-on-5 at the moment. There's 5 different ships. Each one has different strengths, weaknesses. The Dreadnought is the big, beefy one.
The tank, essentially.
the
Yeah,
artillery
tank.
based.
You have the cruisers, which are like the assault ones. They have to do like a side barrage, if I remember correctly, where they have to be like turned sideways in order to attack and fire. They can't really fire from the front.
I did
There's
not
another
do well with
that's
that
more of
one.
yeah, there's like a healer one. There's a
The
kind of a
tactical
fast assault.
cruiser, the Corvette, the Dreadnought. There was 2 other ones.
The artillery cruiser. Did you already say that one? The
Yeah.
Corvette.
The Vet, the Dreadnought, the tactical cruiser, or the artillery cruiser,
The artillery cruiser and the tactical cruiser.
and then there's one more that we're missing.
That should be it. Dreadnought, Corvette, tactical cruiser support, or the artillery cruiser, and
What's
You're
the
right.
last- Oh, the sniper. I can't remember what the
Yeah.
last one is.
I don't
But
remember
there's-
what that one's called, but yeah, it's the sniper one. I
Yes.
got my shirt around here somewhere. Actually,
Yes.
yes.
Baka got like a bunch of shirts because he kept winning.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I still have my damn token. I didn't have size enough for it. They didn't have a good enough size for me. But the game is very
Still have it for
fantastic. The gameplay really felt solid for
Dreadnought,
being an
destroyer,
elf.
artillery cruiser, tactical cruiser, and Corvette.
Destroyer.
That's what
Destroyer
it was.
was the one that we're missing.
Oh, it was so. Yeah, it's all multiplayer. It's all spaceship battles, which usually I'm not so great with the whole let's get in a vehicle and drive it, as you all are well aware. But I really enjoyed it. I really want to play this game. Like, I
It is-
want our group to kind of like latch onto this one and play it. I can't wait for beta. I hope I get access.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where you do have to work as a team. You can't just go in there gun ho by yourself and go, I'm a one-man army. I'm going to take out all 5
I
ships."
tried the first time I played. Yes, it was a mistake.
No, you have to work with your team. Yeah, you just have to if you want to win.
Yes.
Yeah, it has a very interesting feel to it. Like when you load in, you're kind of like you got your team and the other team, and you kind of You can float up, spacebar, you float up, and then as soon as the combat starts, it does not fucking stop. Like, you're like, okay, cruising, moving into combat, and as soon as you feel that lockdown or someone starts shooting, all hell breaks loose. Like,
Yeah,
you
be
only
like,
get
"Oh,
that
nope,
little
nope,
bit
nope."
of calm feeling, like the calm before the storm, but as soon as combat picks up, you are all hell. And then you die or you kill the other enemy, and you kind of get that calm start again, get to organize your thoughts, and then as soon as you get back into it, it's all hell again.
So it's like a mixture of Battleship, a MOBA, and COD. I mean, essentially.
Yeah, more or less. It's really interesting. You kind of my favorite fucking weapon in the whole damn thing was the nuclear missile.
The Dreadnought has a nuke.
You do have to pay attention to that one though, because like if you just let it go, it's going to hit the ground and it may not hurt anyone. But if you're keeping an eye on it when it comes back down, and you time it right and you hit the button again, you can do lots of damage to a lot of ships.
Yes. But
Like,
usually
you can detonate early.
Yeah, you can also have it land directly on ships too. Like the destroyers from far away, they'll try to snipe you. So if you kind of target onto them and then launch your nuke, and they don't notice, it'll just come straight down on top of them and destroy them. Oh, that sweet feeling where they're like, "Yeah, I'm sniping you, I'm sighting you." And then you see this giant explosion in the distance. It's like, "Yeah, bitch, try it again."
It was a lot of fun. It was probably not only did it have the biggest booth on the whole floor, but I think that it was the most like in demand thing there. Like the line kept going and going. I think the only other thing that was more popular than that was one of the booths, and I can't remember which one
The
it was.
AMD VR.
Yeah, AMD had a VR setup, and that was the only one that rivaled it as far as popularity and how long you're gonna stay in line, all that stuff.
Yep. But if you won when you went through, you got a token, you got a shirt. If then they kept track, the little in the back of your thing, they would keep track of how many times you played. If you played 3 times, you got invited to an after PAX party.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes.
There was food and free drinks
Yes.
and prizes because
Good
Chicken
food.
won a keyboard
That
that he will not stop talking about. Like, I'm so glad that he won it because that's all he wanted. Like, once he found out they were giving away those keyboards, he's like, I just want a keyboard. I don't care about anything else. I just want a
saw the
keyboard.
picture and looked it up.
Mm-hmm. He's very fuzzy for me. I don't know. There's something taking up his bandwidth, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
same here.
yeah, it's just it'll fix itself hopefully as time goes on. But this keyboard is fantastic. I fucking love it. It is amazing. I still got to get used to it, but
It's not mine, but I know everything about it now.
yep, it is beautiful, and I love it. I mean, come on, look at this. It even comes with its own app that keeps track of your computer.
Oh my God, shut up!
No, we're gonna brag about it. All right, right here.
Oh my God.
This it also turns your phone into a remote control for your computer.
Oh my God.
Come on now.
It's
Like
are you gonna tell anybody what it actually is called? It's a
It's
Logitech something.
the
or other.
Logitech G910, the RGB, red, green, blue. Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Rainbow keyboard.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is fantastic.
It makes rainbows. That's one of the things I'm super jealous about. Like, mine's got a blue glow and I can change it to purple or red, but his is like rainbow ripples. I'm like, shut
Yep,
up.
I had it pulsating rainbows out of the center. It just kind of change colors as it goes. Oh,
Shut up. I hate
it
you.
is so fantastic. I can make it light up specific keys for whatever games I'm playing, so I know what keys I'm supposed to be using.
I hate you.
Oh, it's
Is that
so
better?
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, the picture's getting a little better. Audio's still a little fuzzy.
That's okay. It'll fix itself. It usually does.
Yeah, but as for that is, and we didn't even win with our ticket.
Yeah. Thanks, random guy.
Yes, if you're ever listening to this and you remember us from the after party, thank you very much.
There was a guy that was basically what happened was there was a guy that was sitting at the table with us and he was talking to us and he's like, I've got to go, unfortunately, but you guys can hang on to my ticket. It'll give you an extra chance to play or win or whatever. And so he left, and it was the last group. They're like, this is our last set of giveaways, everybody. So it was the last group, and that guy's ticket got called, and a chicken had it in his hand. It's like, you lucky son of a bitch.
Oh,
Thanks, random stranger guy. You're the best.
Yes. It was amazing. I love this keyboard. I'm very happy. We got free drinks, a free keyboard. I got to play with the developers. Got my ass
You got
kicked.
crushed.
Got
Yeah,
crushed.
you got your ass beat.
Wrecked by the developers, but
Yeah.
It was worth it. They were all
Good.
cool. It was really
Totally
fun.
wrecked.
Totally had me on your team. We could have stand a better chance.
We could have. If I would have thought about the setup that you said afterwards, we probably could have. But only one team, only one group of people beat them, and that was because they were playing 4 supports and 1 Corvette. And
they just
even
have
in
enough
that,
DPS.
they only won by 1 kill.
Yep. The
Yeah,
devs,
the
I mean, but
developers-
you gotta understand the devs are the ones that made this game. Like, they understand the inside, the outside, and everything else about it.
Yep. So, I mean,
I kind of wanted to win, right?
You want them to win? The developers?
Yeah, because if
Why?
because of the fact that it's like if they made the game, it would really disturb me if other people were able to beat them.
Yeah, but
Eventually,
They
it's going to
have-
get to that point, though, because you have to remember they have like hundreds of hours in this playing into this game, whereas most people there that were playing maybe about an hour's worth tops.
yeah, for them to have lost at least once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, the Dreadnought is a really good game. Go sign up for their beta that they're coming out with soon.
Yeah, they're on Twitter at Play Dreadnought, I think is what it is.
Fantastic game. Really fantastic. I think it's free to play.
Yes. It'll be one of those free to play. I'm sure it'll have microtransactions attached to it. I really hope they don't.
Customizable colors for your ships and things
Yeah,
like
I
that.
hope they don't go pay to win. I don't think they will. I think that I think a lot of people that are doing free to play now are kind of starting to understand that's not going to help you. So,
Well, I think based on format, it sounds very MOBA-ish, so
Yep.
it would make sense to be free to play.
yes.
Yes.
Yep.
It's really, really fantastic. Gameplay, for an alpha game, the gameplay feels solid. Like, really solid. I think they've only got 2 game modes currently. They're testing out some other game modes.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to have a lot more ships too. Like
Yep.
there were only
Yeah.
5 ships to play with, but I think that one of the guys at the line said there were going to be a total of 15 ships once they're done.
Yep.
So that's super exciting. I can't wait to see how that develops and comes out of, alpha and into beta where everybody else gets to hands on with it, all that stuff.
Yep. Totally looking forward to that one. Gonna keep my eye out for it and all that stuff. But yes, if you have not, check it out. Worth it, 100%.
Yes. What else? We tried out VR.
Yes.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
It
I
was
sadly did not.
You did.
Yeah,
That was one of the
I kept
times where.
disappearing, though. I kept going, oh my god, there's something shiny. And then I also getting distracted by going and taking pictures.
we made plans.
So-
Like we were in line. We're like, okay, the expo hall opens at 10 or 10:30 or whatever it was, and basically we were like, here's what's gonna happen. As soon as it's open, we're all running to this one area, and we're gonna try out the VR stuff. And so as soon as our line gets to go, everybody's going this way. Baka goes off this way. I was like, there goes whatever. Whatever. We'll catch with him later.
I was like, ooh,
I'm
shiny.
not even gonna try.
No, that's right. I think I was trying to go meet Angry Joe, like right off the gate at 10 o'clock.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. But you
Yeah.
just were like, I'm like, just let him go.
Did you get to meet him that day? I know you got a picture with
Oh.
him at the PAX
Yeah, I got
or
a picture
the
of the
Dreadnought party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he and his friends came and played Dreadnought with the developers. They lost to.
Yep.
Yeah. The developers, man. Too
They're
good.
good. They're good. I mean, but it was all good, all fun. But as for the VR, it's kind of one of those things where you got to see it to kind of. Sorry.
Were you
Understand.
like super impressed? How did you feel about it?
I was pretty impressed for sure. I mean, it's technology that's new, so it's pretty good technology so far. The way that everything handled was really fun. Like I was just swinging around and I could knock things off. It felt like a literal virtual world. It kind of felt fresh. Like it's the early stages of VR, which I could understand because
It is.
it's the early stages of VR. But other than that, the lighting worked really well. The handling of the peripherals were really good. The 3-dimensional world looked really good. I'm pretty sure I looked dumb as hell going.
Yeah, you can't look cool using
Yeah.
that.
Whose VR system did you use?
It was HTC. It was an
Yes.
HTC VR rig. Through.
Oh, what was that game?
Oh my God! It started with a C.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the game.
Cybertron? Was it Cybertron? Cyber something?
I think it was Cybertron. They were showing off a game that they were doing, a new MMO that they were trying to start up.
Yeah, and I don't know. I wasn't super blown away by it, and and I don't know if it was the company that was showing it off or the equipment they were using, but it was like, yeah, this is kind of neat. Like the most impressive part was like Chicken was saying you could put your torch down next to the floor and it was shiny tiles, but I wasn't super blown away. Like it wasn't a selling point for me.
Give it 5 years, and I'm pretty sure that technology will be in a totally different place. So, I mean, when it comes to it later on, it's going to be really fucking cool to have something like that. Or augmented reality like Microsoft is trying to do. It's going to be a game changer, for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it in my mind at this point.
That's awesome.
They're just over there dying.
Mm-hmm. They did have the AMD VR, which we couldn't, we weren't going to wait. Like, the line was so long that they had like an hour wait before you could even get in line. So we weren't going to bother with that. They had a spaceship kind of game. You know, you sit in the pilot seat and you drive around and whatnot and shoot stuff out of space. That was their VR. I also question if it was because the game was in beta phase as well. That is a very, very, very good point. The game was in beta phase, so that their VR technology that they were kind of developing on wasn't as far along as, say, something from Sony or Microsoft.
Yes.
So.
Sorry, I'm dying over here.
No, it's okay. I was trying to keep everybody entertained, right, guys? Right?
Oh, PAX Plague. No joke, man.
Yeah, I know. You gave it to me.
Yeah, he's just now getting it. Like, I'm starting to get over it, and he's just now getting it. Here's the important thing, guys. Take all of your fucking vitamin C before you go to things like this. There's a fuck ton of people with germs you don't have.
Yes. Oh, there she goes again.
At least I muted the mic.
Yes.
There's like a tickle in my throat that I cannot get rid of.
The distance. I could feel that too. The what's it called? The depth perception in the game was a little off. Like, my sword would sometimes feel like it's 4 feet long, and other times it'd feel like it was 2 feet long. It's like gonna tap something, and you're like way beyond it. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point, the guy's like, he's trying to give you this little bit of guided, here's what you should do so that we can show off our stuff to you. And he's like, okay, now turn to your side. And I had the torch in one hand and the sword in the other, and I turned too fast. And so the statue that was supposed to be far enough away that I couldn't hit it, I just immediately knocked over. He's like, let me reset it. Like,
yeah.
Grif's already breaking the VR.
I had that issue a couple times too. Let's see, what else did we get to check out? Oh, I got to check out what is it? Operation Umbrella Corpse. It's a $30 game. $30 game. Let me tell you how this shit went down, okay? I'm waiting for my turn. I left
him in line. I was like, I'll be back.
Yeah. So I get to go on my turn. There's these 4 guys behind me, and I take my first seat, or my first little stand, and the guy who's running the booth was standing next to me. The first one, I'm sitting there staring at the controls. I'm like, all right, learn the controls, Resident Evil is my cup of tea. So I'm like, all right, I learned this. First round, I run around like dumb as hell. I run around. I'm trying to figure out how to do things and getting a feel for the controls. I think I got like 1 kill, and then I died. My whole team just died. And then because it was 4 people, there were 2 on my side and 2 on the back, and then random on the other side. So they looked at me. They're like, "Man, what are you doing?" And I was like, I don't know, I'm just trying to learn the game. Next round comes around, I kill all 3 of their asses. Like, I run through, pop, pop, pop. They didn't have a damn thing. They were hiding behind cover, and I'm hiding behind the wall, so I fucking toss a nade back there, and I fucking hit the jammer pack. The jammer pack makes it so zombies will not attack you. I shoot that, breaks the jammer pack. The zombies on the far side of the room come running at them. So the grenade hits the side, they turn around to run. The zombies are blocking them, kills both of them. They're like, oh, what the fuck? The guy was like, damn, well played, man. I was like,
I know.
Chase the last guy down, kill his ass. Next round comes around, both of my dudes die, and I kill all 3 of the enemies before they even hit me.
Chicken was voted most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse for those of us that infinite respawn. So you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Yeah, I whooped ass in that game. At the end, I just kind of turned, like, after the game was over, I set the controller down and backed up and was like,
what now, bitches?
What now? Anybody got anything to say? The dude standing next to me was just like, damn, you gonna get this game? I was like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
$30. Come on now. Now you can't beat that.
$30 for that. It's that quite a bit of fun, actually.
I think that's what they're trying to do. Like Vermintide was $30 for a multiplayer only game. Well, I guess well, it's a multiplayer. Oh.
You can go through by yourself, but it's not. It's really designed to be multiplayer.
Yeah, like a $30 game or price tag for a game like that. It tells me as a consumer, I'm gonna give it to you. I didn't mean it like that. I'm gonna give you the money.
Ivy's
Chicken's gonna give it to a lot of developers.
But that makes me want to buy your DLC. Like, if you give me something like that and you keep giving me DLC, I'll keep buying it because I feel like it's worth it in the long run. So I'm definitely gonna buy that. I saw Resident Evil 0 there too. Looks pretty good. Can't wait to play it.
Now, with the one that you played, is it on the consoles and PC or just PC only?
I think it's on all three: Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep.
To being a Resident Evil title.
Yeah, definitely looks like a lot of fun. The gameplay feels good. It's totally recommend it. Check it out. $30, can't lose.
Did they say? Do you know when that's out?
Oh, I have no idea. I could probably look it up.
Yeah, we can probably find out.
Okay, I was just curious. I don't remember seeing out now or released such and such date or anything like that. So it'd be good to know when we could look forward to that. I guess we should have looked that up beforehand.
That's overrated. What?
Right? Doing any sort of research before the show. That's just crazy talk.
Oh, I was wrong. It's only for PS4.
Oh, it's an exclusive? Wow, okay.
For now, but I have a PS4, so
do I.
I'm still down to fucking play that shit.
Oak's like, so do I. It's like, you really want to throw down against this guy? I don't know about
I'm not
that.
throwing down with him. I mean,
He's gonna throw down beside me. He's like, just I got your back. You go ahead and kill everybody.
yeah.
I got your back, you kill it.
I'll run around, Chicken. I'll be the distraction.
I won't die as much as I usually do. I promise.
As long as you destroy their jammer pack, that's an instant win. Because then the zombies become a fucking major nuisance. They destroyed one of mine, and the guy's like, "With your jammer pack gone, zombies are gonna attack you." I was just kind of like dodging and weaving between them.
You're like, yeah, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yep. Sorry, that cough drop was very sour.
Oh, is that one of the lemon ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry. I told you they were lemony.
I know that one was a little bit more lemon than I was expecting.
We got ones, or I got ones, I picked them out. But they've got this, like, effervescent center. So once you get to close to the center of it, it just opens up and dumps a bunch of sour, like, powder into your mouth that starts to foam.
Yep.
It's weird.
Yes. But yeah, that's another game I'm going to totally get. Me and Baka played some Magic on the last day. We got our ass kicked.
Yeah, we kept getting really bad luck.
We tested out a card game that was a lot of fun.
The Cure Disease, I can't remember.
Medicine.
Bad Medicine. Oh my god. Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, with that one, you basically get cards that give you a bunch of, like, diseases and symptoms and
words like at the top too.
Yeah, it's got like a couple of letters at the top so that you use them all together to make a drug name that just sounds absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't think there's going to be a sane one in the group. And it was just hilarious. You'll have to look it up, but it's on Amazon. Sorry, I'm dying again.
Okay. Sorry. The upload rate dropped to 0 there for a few minutes.
Are we still good? Are we still on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did your whole timeout thing.
Yeah,
Usually
well, I did time out.
Off the air.
We're good now. It's doing it again. It's dropping. I don't know why. Why? Someone give me an answer, please. For all that is, it is.
So y'all sound the same way that I sound to you.
You sound perfectly
sounds
fine
fuzzy
now.
to me right now.
Really?
Everybody sounds perfectly fine to me.
Well, that's what's important is because everybody hears what you hear and not what we hear.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Sorry. Who are you saying sorry to, like us or them?
Yeah, always let us know if we sound bad, by the way.
Yes.
If you're in the chat, please let us know because we can't hear ourselves.
Yeah, we don't have any way to monitor. Which, by the way, people that are listening to the audio only, which hopefully I'll be able to put up this week, I meant to have a separate way for everybody to record themselves so that I could brush up the audio in the end, but